We may be, at this very moment, on the verge of a devastating market collapse. It's critical that you take action right now to prepare yourself in the event of a total market meltdown. In fact, at this very moment, there are a few simple steps you can take to not only protect your wealth in the face of a market collapse, but also make money even in the most difficult of market times. This warning comes from one of the world's most successful and most accurate stock market observers. This market expert, whose predictions have been celebrated by mainstream media sources such as MarketWatch.com, and whose trading record has been certified by the fiercely independent Halbert Financial Digest, recently issued an urgent bulletin that I'd like to share with you now. The situation that is developing in the markets is extremely dangerous. While bullish conditions persist, underlying market breadth is subpar, suggesting fewer stocks are propping up the indexes. This is a stock market that is vulnerable to sudden drops. This warning was issued by Dennis Slothauer, the stock market guru who not only warned individual investors of the 2008 stock market collapse, he actually helped his readers make money that year during one of the market's worst ever years. And now, it's not only possible, it's actually quite likely that the disaster of 2008 is about to happen again. Dennis has just prepared an urgent investor bulletin called 3 Stocks to Survive the Coming Market Crash that reveals where you should put your money now in order to be safe. And what's more, the investments Dennis has handpicked for this scenario are solid companies that are positioned perfectly to help you make money in any kind of market. So even if we're able to avoid a market crash, or if a correction is milder than anticipated, you'll still be in the best position to make safe, reliable returns on your money. These 3 companies are each family-owned, and their own personal wealth is tied up in these stocks, and they have a history of aggressively buying back shares. So you know you're not only investing with management that understands how to sail the seas during rough markets, you're also investing with families who have a tremendous amount of skin in the game. Let me show you what I mean. Beating Warren Buffett for over a decade. This insurance company, a fraction of the size of Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway, has beaten Buffett's company in per share book value for 13 straight years. That includes 2008, when this company delivered nearly double the returns of Berkshire, and 2011, when this company was 3 times better than Warren Buffett. Crush the market and multiply your money by more than 62 times. This company went public nearly 3 decades ago, and since then it's helped investors crush the market and multiply their money by more than 62 times. This business has made a killing buying great businesses during market downturns, and it's proven its ability to build shareholder value over the long term, virtually assuring investors of the company's ability to survive in any market environment. Double-digit returns every year for half a century. Crash-proof stock number 3 is a family-run, diversified holding company that has averaged a return of 14% per year for the last 50 years. This is a company with an outstanding portfolio of quality businesses, available for pennies on the dollar because of Wall Street's conglomerate discount. It has proven its ability to stand up to even the most difficult markets, and it should continue to thrive no matter what lies ahead. This company's management treats shareholders' money like it's their own, because a great deal of it actually is. Now in just a moment, I'll tell you how you can learn the names of these 3 stocks and download your copy of 3 Stocks to Survive the Coming Market Crash immediately. But first, I need to ask you a question. How much money could you make if you traded alongside one of the world's top investment advisors every day? Think about it. What market trends would you be able to spot ahead of the crowd? What stocks would you invest in that you'd have otherwise never heard of? How much more money would you make on each trade than you're making right now? How much would you learn in just a matter of days about how the markets really work? And how much could you make getting in front of the next huge trend, all because your daily mentor and trading partner tipped you off to a coming event that would impact the market in a huge way? The answer is obvious. You'd make much greater profits and with much greater frequency than you're making right now. I'd like to invite you to do just that starting today. The market guru you can trade alongside every day is Dennis Slothauer, and investors who bought and held some of Dennis's picks could have made huge gains. including 4,024% on Middleby Corp and 263% on BofI Holding Inc. But here's the thing. You could be making more money than you're making in the markets right now, and doing so more consistently with Dennis Lothauer's daily market insight and recommendations. Dennis Lothauer's market commentary and predictions have been acknowledged by mainstream media sources such as MarketWatch.com, and his trading record has been certified by the fiercely independent Halbert Financial Digest. And right now, Dennis is not only warning individual investors about the U.S. stock market, he's also providing specific, easy-to-follow steps for you to take in order to protect yourself and profit again in these turbulent conditions. Dennis's latest report, 3 Stocks to Survive the Coming Market Crash, is now available for immediate download by subscribers to Dennis's Stealth Stocks Daily Alert advisory service. Dennis Lothauer's Stealth Stocks Daily Alert is just that, your everyday connection to the insights and analysis of Dennis Lothauer. Even better, Stealth Stocks Daily Alert is your direct access to the great short-term money-making opportunities that Dennis uncovers on a regular basis. In fact, if you'd had access to the Daily Alert over the past several months, you'd have closed out a number of fast-moving double-digit winners. Since the beginning of 2013 alone, Daily Alert readers have hauled in gains like these in a relatively short time. 15% gains from Cisco Systems, 22.8% gains from Seagate Technology, 25.9% gains from Lockheed Martin, 35.3% gains from Microsoft, 48% gains from Northrop Grumman, and more. Each night after the market closes, you'll receive an email directly from Dennis Lothauer that includes Dennis's exclusive commentary on the day's events in the markets. No matter if the markets are up or down, Dennis will tell you the real reason for the move. And unlike other services, he'll examine the scenarios that are most likely to happen next. Daily communication designed to help you become a world-class investor. In fact, as a Daily Alert subscriber, you will feel as though you're being mentored personally by Dennis Lothauer, and you'll learn each of the lessons Dennis has learned in his 25-plus year investing career. Eye-opening charts and graphs designed to help explain what's happening in the markets and allow you to see for yourself exactly what Dennis sees as he analyzes the day's events. You'll also benefit from Dennis's unique ability, fine-tuned over the past 2 decades, to stay ahead of the big event and use geopolitical events as money-making opportunities. And you'll receive specific buy and sell recommendations on each entry in the Daily Alert trading portfolio. Dennis will provide clear, concise trade instructions for every stock that's in the portfolio. I'll tell you how you can begin receiving Dennis Lothauer's daily insights, plus a copy of his latest report, 3 Stocks to Survive the Coming Market Crash, in just a moment. But first I need to tell you why Dennis Lothauer's research is far superior to Wall Street's best. Bill Gross is one of the most respected men in the financial industry. He's the co-founder of PIMCO and widely recognized as the Babe Ruth of bonds. Recently, Bill Gross had this to say about the plight of the average investor. The system is rigged. I think financial advisors are still worthwhile, but the average investor can no longer pay them. You should find someone who isn't overpromising or overcharging. Now here's what Bill Gross is really saying. You're getting screwed by Wall Street. Your broker, the manager of your mutual fund, the manager of your pension plan, they're all getting rich while at the same time charging you exorbitant fees and pushing their own investments on you. So where do you find someone who underpromises and overdelivers year after year? You have to look far away from Wall Street, both literally and figuratively. Dennis Lothauer doesn't have an office in a Manhattan high-rise, and he doesn't have a chauffeured car drive him to and from his office. Not even close. In fact, his office is near the slopes of the Wasatch Mountains in Alpine, Utah. Population less than 10,000. That's about as far as Wall Street, literally and figuratively, as you can get. Instead of looking out his office window at $20 million apartments or a view of Central Park, this is his view. Dennis Lothauer's operation is completely independent. He tolerates no outside influence of any kind when making investment decisions. He spends most of his time sitting in an armchair by a window, reading the latest government and economic reports, or glancing at his computer screen as he follows markets around the globe. And most importantly, he consistently helps individual investors produce market-beating returns, and he does it without charging exorbitant fees. In fact, you can invest alongside Dennis Lothauer, the very antithesis of what you'll find on Wall Street, for about the price of a good cup of coffee, regardless of the size of your portfolio. And what will that buy you? How about positive returns in 2008, the worst year in market history since the Great Depression? The average stock mutual fund lost 40.5% in 2008, yet Dennis delivered positive returns. And the advice of the newsletter named Letter of the Year by MarketWatch.com. Here's what you should expect when you trade alongside Dennis Slothauer every day. In just a moment, I'll tell you how you can, thanks to this unique invitation, begin trading alongside Dennis Slothauer every single day. But before I do, I want to let you know what you can expect from this service. First, you should expect investment recommendations that consistently beat the market. Listen, that's a no-brainer. By trading alongside Dennis Slothauer on a daily basis, you can expect to cash in on fast-moving profit opportunities even more frequently. The second thing you should expect is the peace of mind knowing that you're connected to someone with the experience to warn you when catastrophic events occur that could wipe out your life savings. If you can protect your wealth during catastrophic downturns and beat the market when the economy is doing well, you'll end up better off than most. And Dennis Slothauer has a proven track record of doing just that. Slothauer stuck to his guns, and in the fall of this turbulent year, he was the top performer by Halbert Financial Digest count. Dennis Slothauer's was one of the very few investment letters to dodge the crash of 2008, and indeed actually make money in that catastrophic year. But the fact is that Dennis Slothauer saw, or at any rate evaded, the crash of 2008. Still, he's not a perma-bear, and his long-term record is very impressive. Dennis has regularly identified stocks and other investments that consistently outperform the market. And as I mentioned earlier, Dennis was one of the few advisors whose readers completely avoided all losses during the disaster that was 2008. Besides calling the market collapse of '08 and steering investors to safety, Dennis also predicted the 3 sudden drops in the stock market in 2010, and he's been right every step of the way ever since. But don't take my word for it. Just recently, MarketWatch.com hailed the triumph of Dennis Slothauer and confirmed the investment letter that evaded the 2008 crash is now the top performer for 2011. Stealth Stocks Daily Alert is the top performer by Halbert Financial Digest count. That's high praise coming from someone whose job it is to keep a close eye on investment analysts all over the globe. Simply put, Dennis's subscribers, investment newsletter rating services, and the mainstream media all agree Dennis Slothauer is an unquestioned authority when it comes to helping you protect and grow your money in any kind of market. In 2008, when, according to the independent rating service Halbert Financial Digest, 93% of investment newsletters lost money that year, Dennis's Stealth Stocks Daily Alert was one of just a handful of investment letters that made money in the dismal market of '08. And in 2013, it happened again, with winners like 15% gains from Cisco Systems, 22.8% gains from Seagate Technology, 25.9% gains from Lockheed Martin, 35.3% gains from Microsoft, 48% gains from Northrop Grumman, and more. Here's how you can put Dennis Slothauer's research and analysis to work for you starting today. When you sign up for the Stealth Stocks Daily Alert service, it will be just like having Dennis Slothauer sitting right alongside you each day. You'll have no more uncertainty and no more wondering how to interpret news events or wondering what might happen next. Instead, you'll have Dennis to serve as your guide, and you'll continue to rack up consistent, fast-moving profits all the while. You'll get an incredible education and become a more seasoned and more effective investor simply by reading Dennis's daily communication. And you'll profit handsomely from his uncanny ability to stay ahead of the big event. Also, you'll get the Daily Alert trading portfolio with specific buy and sell recommendations updated every single day. And on top of all that, you'll get a free copy sent to you immediately of Dennis's latest report, 3 Stocks to Survive the Coming Market Crash. So here's how you can get started right away. When you sign up for a no-risk trial subscription to the Daily Alert, that's exactly what you get, a no-risk subscription. That's because I refuse to allow your credit card to be charged until after a full 30 days have elapsed. If you've ever subscribed to other financial advisory services, you understand just how unique this offer really is. Typically, you're asked to fork over the money first, and then it's up to you to remember to ask for a refund before the deadline arrives. That's not the case with Daily Alert. I insist that you get a full 30 days to look over Dennis's service before you're asked to pay a dime. Now, I realize that by offering such a lopsided guarantee, I'm opening myself up to those who may sign up for the service and download the free report with no intent of staying beyond the 30 days. But that's fine with me. I can live with a handful of people looking for a free lunch in the name of providing you with an honest subscription offer for Dennis's powerful service. So here's all I ask. Simply click on the link below to take advantage of this special offer. But hold on 1 minute. There's one more important thing I need to mention. The regular subscription price for the Daily Alert service is $99 per month. And that price is an absolute bargain when you consider that professional investors typically pay thousands of dollars each month for this kind of in-depth research. But for a limited time, I'm offering you the chance to sign up for the Daily Alert at the lowest price we've ever offered, just $49 per month. That's a discount of more than 50% off the regular price, and it's yours as my way of saying thank you for giving the Daily Alert a try. Sign up for a full year of the Daily Alert, and I'll give you an even steeper discount. You'll get 12 full months for the low price of just $499. That's a savings of $689 off the regular price, a discount of 58%. You'll pay the lowest price ever for the Daily Alert, a discount of more than 50% off the regular price, and your credit card will not be charged until your 30-day trial has elapsed. More importantly, though, you'll begin receiving Dennis Lothauer's daily market commentary and analysis starting immediately. And you'll receive immediately your free electronic copy of Dennis's latest report, 3 Stocks to Survive the Coming Market Crash. This special discounted price of more than 50% off is only available for a limited time, so it's important that you act now. To take advantage of this special 100% risk-free offer, simply click here now.